Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. YouTube going. Thumbnail up to date is going. Rumble is going. File name. All good. Give me another moment to check my computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go get started. Load recorded games. Let's do some of the recorded ones. Let's just see a little bit too much Japan. Sorry, I want to cast something a little bit more than Japan. Oh, we got a 3v3. That's a bit more than just Japan. There's actually no Japan. Give me another moment to adjust this. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the Green Russians. We have Captain Philipton, Philipton. I have no idea. Spawn as his blue British allies. We have a foreign name. It's one as the red US of A. We have Eldr or LJRCCCR, I think. On the left side as the yellow Germans, we have 2T7619. Spawn as the magenta Spanish, we have TKC68. And spawn as the orange Ottoman, we have a foreign name. Don't see. Let's just take a look at any deck. Oh, we got a deck here for the Ottoman player. It's the foreign name deck. Looks like rapid reduction, eco, a little bit heavy. Almost looks like a treaty deck, honestly, to me. Way too many multipliers. Definitely I for all the benefits, but not all the late benefits, not the early benefits. British player's not select deck. He does find some goats. They're, of course, the goat. The United States have selected a deck there. Has a foreign name deck, which does include capitalism and the Dutch immigrants, gold income. We don't see the advanced saloons. We see, looks like it's going to be a sharpshooter carbine cavalry with some regulars mixed on in. German has not selected a deck. Spanish has the Debbie deck. Looks like going to be Fast Fortress and Cavalry. It looks like it's going to be a Lancer deck with some mercenary call research cards. And we got the naval deck for the Russians. There are creeks in the field. I don't think you can pull out any docks. Does include Team Coastal Defense. This has to be a misclick. This is a full-on naval deck on a map that's not naval. Looks like it's also a Shreelet deck. Yeah, I don't really impressed about that deck. British player has gone some sort of Fast Fortress. Looks like Longbow. Got the Scots Guards, Team Coldstream Guards. We got the Team Grenadier Guards. Perhaps Musketeers, perhaps Grenadiers, perhaps Longbowmen. Arquebusiers are is a ranged heavy cavalry, not light cavalry. Yep. The German deck. Looks like we got settler wagon stuff. We got normal housing. Got some spies. There's some spies among us. That spy ain't one of ours. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Team Fortress 2 stuff. Mercenary camps. We also got the Sunken Steel, Doppelin soldiers, so we may see Doppelin soldiers as well. Reduces their speed by 30%, but greatly increase hit points and damage by 50%. So they're super heavy. And does that affect siege damage? All action damage, so it's just even their torches. Martin Schrumberg. That looks like custom name since it has no space in the name. Versus a foreign name. Average speed by 5%, so maybe the Spanish player should pick that up. We got weird text there. Either way, we do now have the economic shipment and a lot of economic theory, a lot of economic shipments or research. We got the Spanish player aging up to the governor, has a shipment available. The Russian player is bringing some wood income. The Russian player is nowhere near aging on up. He's got a lot of villagers on food, but a decent amount of villagers on wood. I am not. Wait, what? He's going for fishing boats. I don't see any fish. What? Am I stupid? I do not see it. And this map, if you look at the map closely, this appears to be traversable land. Why is he just... There's no fish. Stop building fish. You don't have a Italian ally to ship in whales. And apparently that's where the end. Okay, so this may be deep water, this may be traversable water. I'm not sure what. My mind's melted. This is my first replay for today for Age of Empires 3. My mind's already not exactly 100% at the moment, and now it's broken. Please stop building fishing boats. Please tell me this ship's in whales or infinite fish deposit. No, it doesn't. I know the Italians do have a shipment where you can bring, it's like, its team brings in like one fish, one whale, and it's actually a team shipment that gives so your entire team, but there's no booze on this map, so that's not even possible as well. My mind's broken. My mind's absolutely broken. So the Russian really set himself back. He invested, what, 3 fishing boats and a dock there? That's what, 400 wood? And so far the German's the only one that's not aged on up. So what's the German player doing? He's aging up now. Going for the naturalist. Russian explorer shooting that lady. We got a round of blue musketeers now being pulled on out by the British player. The redcoats are Revelin. They're not redcoats, or red, or communist. They're blue. That means they have asphyxia. We got a round of magenta hussars here for defense. Has a decent number of rodialos mixed on in. Has a decent amount of army. I focused so much on the fishing boats and them doing nothing. I didn't realize the Spanish has a decent army. Bayonet will work generally fine against all these units, but he's just severely outnumbered. Getting the hussars to have a good economic trade. Rodialos have inferior melee to the musketeer, as well as less health, but they do have a decent amount of melee resistance, while the musketeer has some melee resistance. Overall, got a decent number of Hussars there, as well as Rodialos. Overall, Blue did lose the fight, but I think he traded equal there. I am not sure. The carcasses died or fade pretty quickly. I wonder if there's a graphic settings can change to increase the duration of that. Maybe in 3v3s, maybe not so much, since 3v3s, this game's probably still single core, so it does lag a little bit. We got the meeting, or the state capital here. Let's take a look, see what the US player age on up. We got the medicine. US player has gone. Oh, US player's already aged up to castle or fortress, not castle. He's went for Pennsylvania and French Canadians. Went for Quebec, New Hampshire. Got it.
What is your command? I'm ready.
We got a number of vending. Carbon Cavalry has a round of regulars, so they can save regular. Made us a map. This is Zen Temple. We'll get some of the Salhi Naginata. I'm assuming they're either a halberdier or pikeman variant. I'm not so sure. There's buildings and cavalry gets buildings, so I'm guessing they're a pikeman variant. More of the Carbon Cavalry. We've got more musketeers followed by the British player. German players shipping more. They want more villagers. Spanish players not going for villagers. Eyeing for some hussars. The Ottoman player just aged on up. We got Sevastopol being researched or shipped. Skills adapted for the colossal Russian base in Sevastopol permits you to construct defenses with incredible speed, so reduces production time of various stuff. Nice to have, but not really that important, honestly. But the Russians can get lots of cards that allows your infantry units to build stuff themselves. Not sure what card that is. Got some AZAPs here, which are light infantry. They do have decent tax. Are they a fast attack speed or slow attack speed? Because compared to archers, they're slow. Compared to musketeers, they're fast. Very fast. They're a weird, heavy version of a light infantry unit. Musketeers would do just fine. These guys have 8 damage. While they do have, let's assume twice attack speed to keep it even, they also have less DPS than a musketeer. So these guys are not an anti-musketeer unit. They're definitely an anti-cavalry unit. Russian players now shipping in New Order regiments. Villagers, more Carbon Cavalry, and some sharpshooters. Sharpshooters will be excellent since AZAPs. Like I said beforehand, they are in fact heavy cavalry, or heavy infantry, not cavalry. Rolling artillery will also be nice. These guys, however, are weird and do have excellent damage multiplier against light cavalry at range. So Carbon Cavalry, not good. Sharpshooters, excellent. Blockhouse in the middle on this side of the map. Okay. German players now bringing some skirmishers. The Carbon Cavalry is going to be less useful. I've been playing a lot of Italian, so I just feel like, oh, deploy as a Chevonze and bring in some counter skirmishers. Hussars now rotating around. That's not a good item. Sure, let's go down to the crossbowmen. We got a very large number of vending Carbon Cavalry here. They will find a good number of skirmishers, in which both these will be not great. He's taking a lot of free damage here. The musketeers falling back. If we would have pushed forward, sure, they are technically countered, but they have far superior numbers. And musketeers, they don't care what they shoot at. They love to shoot everything. So yeah, blue should not have pulled back. If they would have both pushed forward like that, they would have crushed the skirmishers with sheer numbers. And Carbon Cavalry still have excellent damage output, as well as musketeers. Now I got some Gatling guns, some rotating Gatdaka guns, and now the Spanish player is aging up with the bishop, which will allow him to attack a bit effectively more diagonally. But he will not be moving diagonally; he'll be moving to the right. More Australians being deployed on in. Janissaries, the adventurer. He's going on an adventure. So he brought in some Shire Reeve in order to go on an adventure. which is actually the origin term for the word sheriff, as well as also shire, more or less. Veteran sharpshooters, of course, deployed out in the field. A more extreme version of skirmishers. So they'll be good against the ASAPs and Janissaries. Arja's heavy infantry army was not going to do all too well, though the ASAPs would do decent well against the Carbon Cavalry, of course. But they'll have trouble versus the Musketeers and the Sharpshooters. And they will get ripped apart by the Gatling guns, of course. Now got Napoleon guns when you ship on it. It also enables some Napoleon guns available from Saloon. Napoleon guns are a unique version of the leather cannon, which I believe they have, and I don't know the stats exact off the top of my head, but they do also have a close-range grape shot attack to be more effective at close range. They should complement the Gatling guns quite nicely in providing a lot of DACA. We've got a good number of veteran musketeers here. They will shoot everything quite well. Gatling guns focusing down, gets a good volley there onto Orange. Carbon Cavalry, of course, will have a bit of trouble versus these skirmishers. The veteran pikeman does get some folks on in, but more just there to absorb some shots. Now here comes the Napoleon guns. They have 75 damage shot, which is pretty high with the times 3 multiplier, so they're even better than standard leather cannons. They are 450 gold for population, so they're expensive in population as well as decent amount of gold. Leather cannons are 300 food, 100 wood, if I remember correctly. They do also have the case shot, the close-range shotgun attack. At 11 range, technically 7 times 7, so that's what, 49? With more AoE, less base damage. Same multipliers. So technically less DPS, but with the AoE effects, hard to tell if that would do less or more. It gets situational. Description, better. Got a couple culverins here, which is a good idea to help counterattack these Gatling guns. They will one-shot them, doing 106 damage. Got some falconets here. I'm not sure where the Napoleon guns went. And maybe already dead. Got some Spanish Dragoons there. Carbon County getting hit by the culverins. These culverins may re-target. And the Gatling guns have pushed way forward. And 1 does get shot. 2 gets shot. Then this one should finish off the 3rd. I can see the gun. There it goes. Got some falconets here. Green, what are you doing at the moment? Not much. He should push him with his teammates, doing just well. I'm not sure what Yellow's been doing either. Got more pikemen skirmishers. Pikemen are not going to be useful. Got some militia to pull up by Magenta and some lancers. They will get ripped apart by the Carbon Cavalry, but they will rip apart the veteran sharpshooters. And they got ripped apart there because it's just way too much firepower. And musketeers, they just love to shoot everything. So yeah, it looks like Team right side is doing just quite well. Veteran crossbowmen. Crossbowmen is something I just completely frown on entirely in most situations. Villagers migrating down south. Got some yellow force here, not enough to engage. Orange, of course, is trying to rebuild his army. Got a massive round of falconets. That's actually going to be pretty useful. It's fine, I guess. Maybe falconet. Janissaries would do generally fine. I honestly, Hoboscots is what he needs. Falconets are in a decent position, but their front line's disintegrating. And the Carbon Cavalry does go into melee mode. And looks like, oh, there's still a Napoleon gun in the field, almost dead. He can withstand one culverin shot, which is good. Attack speed is 3 versus regular falconet's 4. And honestly, 100. This has only this has 75, so this has falconet damage, but a little less AoE to go along with it as well. And it looks like team right side or left side is surrendering, just yellow being a little bit stubborn, so I'm just going to fast forward since his teammate's already gone. I'm not sure what he's saying. That is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Yep, a lot of questionable decisions by some players, primarily the Russian, building fishing boats when there's no fish. Other than that, a relatively fair matchup. One v one. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on bottom left side as the red Maltese, we have Violet. On top right side as the blue Russians, we have the CEO of AoE 3. When it comes to natives of the map, we do have, I think it's Cheyenne and Apaches. Got the Cheyennes. And we got the Apaches, so I guessed correctly. So we got a lot of cavalry to engage cavalry, so if you want light cavalry that's playing natives here, the Maltese player is playing on market at a heretical angle. And the villager does pick up the beaver pelts. And we do have an early hunting dogs there, so no, the beaver pelts is not necessary to get hunting dogs. See, he has 80 coin left. There's also a handful of villagers on wood, which is a little bit questionable unless there's some sort of research he's eyeing. But the only thing you really want to get in this age is probably hunting dogs. Maybe... Oh, no, he invested all the... He needs the wood for a house. Yeah, that's what's going on. I always forget which... I honestly have no idea what all the civilization's starting resources are. I only know a couple off the top of my head, primarily the Italians. Russian players bring, of course, more villagers. We do have deck here. 1v1 SF Chu, San Francisco Chuko New. I have no idea what that means. Let's see, we got the Kamacha expeditions. We'll give more cavalry and, well, shock infantry, increase hit points and line of sight so they become better scouts. As well as just extra hit points and speed is always nice to have. Or no speed, just hit points. Wood Trickle Economic Theory. Got the church research, Noodle regiments, cavalry combat, and Shreelet combat, so maybe I am for some Shreelets. Let's go 2 factories in the Tsar bombars, or Tsar cannons. Oh, looks like red has found hero hit points. Was it hero or villager? Now I'm double guessing myself. Maltese bringing some villagers, has access to the German tongue. Let's see, we're in our constructions. We got the Fanar allies. We got the Dren Redden towers, which effectively gave you 2 blockhouses. Let's see, what else is there? We do have this Portuguese tongue. You usually don't see the Caçadores. Caçadores have Musketeer Cost style for our skirmisher. Let's see, what is this one again? Southern Order Malta gives your Maltese units more damage and hit points. We got the French tongue for the cuirassiers, the Russian tongue for the Orpachiniks in case you want some raiding cavalry. We got the rockets, so we got fire throwers having noob tubes. And we got sentinels with noob tubes. A double fork card, heavy fortification. So he's probably going to be going to fast fortress and probably be eyeing to progress straight to industrial potentially. So it's a little bit vulnerable to aggression, and Russians are decent for aggression. After all, they put the Russia. Got the Shreelet shipments, which can be useful for aggression. It looks like the Grandmaster does find a scout. Oh wait, no, that is not a scout. That's a Hodode Shone Tomahawk, which is basically an alternative to a revolutionary. The Quartermaster being researched, as well as the Quartermaster. And it does get sniped there, very nice. And another shipment's available for the Russian. I guess we'll have to see what he does with his age up and see what it goes to shipment, see what aggression. Looks like Red could kill off Mom and Pa to steal their pup. And now the Russian probably brings in the shipment of Cossacks. He's going to go for a bit of a raid. Got the German tongue. And what? The one commandery, as well as 2 settler wagons, which is a pretty good card. That does cost a bit of wood. I don't know how much. I think it's like 450. The commandery wagon, of course, does cost a bit more than 250. It's like 300 total, if I remember correctly. So it does give him a decent defensive position. And the 2 settler wagons always quite nice. Of course, got the blockhouse here. Strelets being deployed on out. The Commandery will provide some excellent protection. Here comes the rush. Does get some villages inside the town center. Strelets, of course, not the highest damaging units. They can get one-shotted by the town center, I believe. Or maybe the damage resistance will keep them alive. One villager does go down there. Explorer falling back, the Grandmaster taking the shots there. The Haudenosaunee Tomahawk can be useful against those Cossacks. Does get a bit of bonus range damage. There's 11 villagers inside. He's bringing the shipment the Dray-ridden towers, which will give him 2 outposts. This will substantially increase his defensive capability. More settler wagons being deployed in field, more Streltsy being deployed in. You may want to put the outposts on this side because he may get torched down. Streltsy down is likely the highest DPS when it comes to siege damage, but just be careful not to lose him. Brings him out on the far side. He's trying to torch this one down, take some damage. He brings some militia if he has a resource for it. No, he does not. One out. There's actually did. I wasn't paying attention to actually it being cast. One of the settler wagons take a bit of damage there. Does get inside, stays alive. Now we've got additional outposts here, as well as militia. The Haudenosaunee Tomahawk's actually getting some decent damage. He is classified as heavy infantry, so Streltsy does do bonus damage against him. If they didn't get Tomahawk in the back of the head. And Red has held. Very, very nice. He can repair some stuff. He has a handful. Oh, all 6 militiamen still alive. That can still net him a decent amount of defense. And now he's going for the Wingencourt constructions. Increasing the gathering rate near ranged buildings, which includes these outposts and the commandery. Because these guys in cover formation, don't really think it matters all too much what formation they're in at 1 health. Trying to hit the command or settler wagon. And they're getting ripped apart there. Settler wagon does escape on out. He fought, yeah, it's going to test on the far side. Very, very good. Does get some units inside of the commandery. And now exfiltrating them. We also got Buck here. Buck killed the explorer. Another settler wagon takes some damage. Buck gets gunned down. He can no longer has revenge on his new master, Eldick. And Blue does get 4 Sun back. Right now, multiplayer has 21 villagers, a good number of which are settler wagons. 5 out of 6, so add 5. So 26 versus 23. So, both players' economies are relatively similar. Red had a bit of down collection time there, being put inside his town center. Another out blockhouse one field as well as stable. He's actually collecting quite a bit of gold right now. There's some sort of. He may be going for the Thanar allies. He has enough gold for the Thanar allies, or he may be just trying to progress him cage up. Thanar allies will give him a round of skirmishers, which may not be too useful against other skirmishers. Yes, does get that one side. He needs, does get them all inside. Another shipment available, and maybe good idea to just go with fan our allies. Increased hit points is not important right now. He's not really hotting under siege. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to just bring in some fan our allies. Though he's pretty close to age up, so he may just save for the next age up. What do I hear over here? It's just blue gunning down some bison. Russian player is very far from, not super far from aging up, has almost enough coin. Still pretty far on food though. Now there's the age up, going for the bishop, which will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better, and his opponent's base is diagonal from him. Does inside the outpost. A lot of his stuff is quite wounded. It may actually work to pull out priest, get a little bit of health regen going. Oh, that one Cossack, I thought he was going to get gunned down, but does give out 5 health remaining. Right now, any sort of heavy cav put up by the Maltese player wouldn't be half bad. The fighting Cossacks relatively equal footing, and be, of course, very effective for the Streltsy. Got some idle villagers here. He's going for some Sentinels, which are a heavy infantry unit. I guess Streltsy are not exactly super high damage, so they may be adequate there. Alright, age on up. What type of tongue should he go for? Not really Portuguese. Not really feeling Portuguese tongue. Yeah. Maybe the fort. That would put a hard stop to any sort of advance on from his opponent. Blockhouse simply established there. He does have the Sentinels who find him. Sentinels don't actually have decent siege damage. They are a heavy infantry unit. They have decent multipliers against cavalry, and excellent base damage as well. Cossacks is something you do not want to use against them. A very fine coat has been researched, and more Streltsy. We've got the age up here. The Exile Prince. Exiled, no longer. Secondary town center is being built. Very nice. And that age up got him... that may have been the fast age up, I don't know. Now going for some cavalry archers, so a light cavalry unit. Sentinels will do just fine against them. Sentinels are just basically population inefficient while being cost effective. Now we also got the veteran Streltsy research. Town center is now complete. He has another shim available. Maybe the falconets would be useful. Going for the falconets. He deemed them to be useful. And now we got the Portuguese Kong. Cazadors, I guess now with more cavalry archer transition, will probably actually be decent. Plus one extra commandery never hurts as well. With the commandery right there. Another round town militia. He's gonna let the town center take a bit more damage there. Wait for the Portuguese tongue to pop out at the same time. Having the militia take out the heavy cabs is probably a good idea, so his Costors will do some good work. And now there's the falconets. There's the Costors. Of course, those falconets will cause some issues. Last militia have been cleaned on up. Smoke around with dragoons. That should be a reasonable option, but you still may lose a town center. Order dragoons flood on the field. Gets a good volley there. He may want to switch to melee mode. Those Falcon has still doing some good damage to the Cossadors. Does finish them off now. And Dragon's trying to fall back. Cossadors doing some excellent work there. Now refrigeration being shipped on in, as well as deployment more of Order Dragoons. Got some more Streltsy and a fort. He's not building any more villagers at the moment. Cossadors get a volley there. The town center is being auto repaired, you can see. But it will be stopped. So to push me forward. Another round of Order Dragoons. Refrigeration complete. This group of Dragoons can move around over here. Cavalry Archers have, of course, twice attack speed and 15 damage, which health at the moment. Versus 260, 28 damage, standard attack speed. So overall, the Cavalry Archers are on surface looks like they have pretty high stats. They cost 160. Overall, it seems like the costed over the Cavalry Archers, the Russian Cavalry Archers, not a bad unit. Does fund this fort. Taking some damage there. And the fort will be saved. Dragons charge me forward. He's trying to torch on the fort. Maybe the fort's not safe, but I think he should be fine. Dragons don't have really high force damage. The prey post Azov will be going down. And now the Maltese player is aging on up, going for Logistikin, which I believe... Actually, I don't know what the Logistikin provides. I get that mix of the Tycoon, which gives you a bit of gold rebate. Or coin rebate. They'll just need to get away from the coins, speaking of which. The Explorer may go down. This town is under fire once again. It does have one village garrison inside to fire away from. Grandmaster now trying to engage. Does see the town center for a moment. Good little distraction. More Order Dragoons or Order Cossadors being deployed on the field. The Russian Explorer has been ransomed. Town center does go down. Villagers may go down here as well. Maltese player, he doesn't have a whole lot of coin for a mercenary, nor a tongue. That's quite a bit of wood and coin he would need. Maybe the factory first? I have no idea what he should go first. It may be worth to go for the double fort or a defensive position. He has no town center here. And the Lucius provides him a fort. And he deploys at a heretical angle. And he's going for the defense fortification, so that will give him some frontier defenses as well as the upgraded fort. I don't know if any of that affects the commandery. It's rare to see the upgrades, any sort of outpost upgrade, let alone see a commandery upgraded. And some of these wounded units are moving around. Villagers trying to make right on out. Militia deployed on the field to help cover their retreat. Very nice. More cavalry. Oh no, these are Orpachinics. They have excellent siege damage, 64. They do our 2 population unit. There's the fort. More shots are being shipped, streamed on in. Yep, now the fort is at 13,000 HP. Commandery did not receive any benefits, not damage, not health. Fortified outposts, of course, have now more of a proper standard attack. The bombard attack is siege damage. And does it still retain the range attack? Because I always hear that the cannon fire, but never hear the gun fire. Got a factory wagon. Heavy cannon would probably be very useful. Culverins are not super high damage against structures. Coin has been cleaned up there, so he's out of coin. Nearby, and the Russians up north. Got these villagers trying to pull out a town center here for safety. And it's going for another town center there. That town center does get cleaned on up. Let's find some villagers here, and these are opportunists, and they do ×3 versus villager. There are a Lancer villager version of Lancers. Trying to torch down the second town center. The fortified outposts will, of course, get good shots off. The war minister now being shipped on in. These trolls are getting ripped apart by this fortified outpost. Those are taking some hits there. Dragoons moving around. And there's a good amount of villagers inside of here, so you may lose a significant number. I think Dragoon's trying to engage the Orphanix, which is good. Some villagers inside of it. They're abandoning that fort. The factory's providing coin at the moment. Does not have enough resources to bring in one of the mercenary shipments. He does have another town center being built down here to help protect that coin deposit. You also got a nearby veteran Orphanix. Now he's actually building a mill. And maybe we gotta just go for the ×2 fort at this situation and dig in. Right now the multiplayer is 30 villagers, the Russian players are at 55. He's currently going for civilian supply, which gave him a decent food trickle. Also allows the village to gather faster from mills. He does have some mill research going on. Then see him build all that. Here comes a fixed gun being pulled up with a Grandmaster. That should be very effective against those Strelets. Orphanix taking some fire there. Down south. Does take some hits there. And now there's the fixed gun. You utilize long range attack, I think. First factory built for the Russian. Also bringing some mortars. The Russian player has another shipment, so probably can go for another factory. Yep. And mortars now engaging the fort. Red will need some counter artillery relatively soon. One form or another. Warpature next will find this outpost there. Dragoons will get some damage onto them as well. The bombard attack still does bonus damage versus infantry. Or not infantry, cavalry. Fixed gun does quickly go down there. In fact, the castle, the fort is getting some damage on that mortar. It does do 50% less damage, but still has decent damage. Now we got the guard howitzers and guard Streltsy, so now we got some howitzers in the field. Culverins push way forward. Does get a good shot there. 160 damage times 2. Will not one-shot howitzer. He only got that one because it's already wounded. And one of the culverins have already gone down. The fork goes down. Red's Marcus gonna go right down. Does not have enough resources for any of these tongues. The Bourbon allies, of course, are a native unit. We'll set them to veteran. He is going to ×2 forts. Orpagenics, something he's sort of less facing right now. And the Cuirassiers would be great at the moment. The Colvin now full in the field. Good damage there. ×2 forts shipped on in. So of course the howitzers in the front line. He can't even put in the front line. Housing starting to go down for Maltese as player playing spare population space. Frontier outpost gains some decent damage onto the Streltsy. Or Dragon is trying to take out some of these artillery pieces just unsuccessfully. There's the force being built. Multiplayer does have a decent amount of resources stockpiled on up. Russian player as well. He's going for the town watch research and the research we're not going to talk about. More cavalry archers being on the build queue, as well as, of course, more villagers and more howitzers. Charles is slowly being whittled on down by all these gunshot fire. I think I'm actually pretty wounded. Counselor does go down there. I can hear some of the sound bugs appearing. My apologies for that. Orpagenics now engaging the villagers. We'll rip them apart. The Russian players at 91 villagers. Opponents at 40, 39, 38. More howitzers now full in the field. We'll find the howitzers pushing way forward. Chelsea trying to engage, but the good news is Chelsea has been whittled down by those fortified outposts. Let's take out all the howitzers, but he will probably lose all the dragoons. You now have the Order Pechenex up on field, as well as another commandery wagon. So he may be eyeing to attack these Order Pechenex. A lot of structures they can engage. Villagers can have more of the local fauna. Cavalry slowly being picked off by those units. This is trying to gauge the factory. Very good. They, of course, like I said, they have good siege damage. He has the militia to help protect his factory. Factories do have a decent amount of health. The factory is also unupgraded. Factory does go down there. But overall, I think blue should still win. And good headway against his opponent's base. Orpechenek versus Orpechenek. Maltese Orpechenek are currently higher quality. Forts being withdrawn down. More outposts has been built over here, which will provide some protection. Villagers get inside the commandery. Oh, the commandery is almost dead. Maltese players at 45 villagers. The Rus players at 97. They may want to cool off on the villager production. More Chelsea deployed in the field. He's also at 210 maximum population right now. The Rus also has over 8,000 wood at the moment. Probably should stop cooking up wood. He has 20 villagers on wood. He can perhaps get out a good amount of mills or plantations. Brassiers now deployed in the field, and the French cavalry with excellent AoE damage. They would do just fine here. Brassier's got some good damage here. Another commandery deployed on out. Or shipped on in, I should say. Red's trying to pull out some more outposts. Remember as well, hit all of its outposts can deploy out units. And the Russian player has some idle villager production queues. Could cancel them. Got another commandery now being built. He has the Cuirassiers building inside, pops on out. He now is going to infiltrate. They will rip apart the Streltsy. Does it pop on the right side? He pops out in time. I think they just popped out in any angle because they got destroyed at the same time they were popping out. But they will get overran. There's a lot of stuff here. And Cuirassiers are always still pretty good. The Russian player has pretty much lost his army, but he has another army already pretty much built. He is going for another round of Orpachiniks. He's going around of Cavalry Archers. Here comes Chelsea. And these Crosshairs are pretty wounded. And the Crosshairs will start disintegrating since they're low health. And looks like red does go in back of the game. This and great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As I had the sound bug developing, let me give me a moment to restart the game. Seemed like it popped pretty early today. I have no idea what triggers it earlier, or what even triggers it. If you give me a moment, I'm going to use the restroom while that's booting up. My apologies, I'm back. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the red US of A, we have Spoony Deer. Spawn top left side as the blue Japanese, we have Sinkin, I think. No deck selected just yet. No, oh, we actually do have a deck selected here. Preston Garvey, great. What settlement needs your help? Looks like it's going to be the Minutemen build. We do have the long rifles, the couple column you get. We got the Seminole Scouts, Lee's Legion, so earlier Carbon Cavalry. Got the Marines, we got the Conscription, got the Washington's Legion, which gave you some Grenadiers. Patriotism, United States Infantry and Cavalry are trained faster. Fort. A little bit of everything, honestly. This is all rifle infantry. This probably does not affect Marines or the Minutemen. And this United States Army does affect Minutemen here, as well as general and regulars. So yep. And the Japanese player has not selected a deck just yet. And his only thing you can get this age is the French immigrants. Look up wood for it now. I'm not really trying to rush out the French immigrants, because who wants the French to be your friends? We had another Japanese aging bringing shipment. You got the Edo deck. Got the Team Chongning-do, which is a weaker version of economic theory, but affects your entire team. Being good team player. We also got the Yumi Archer, Ashikaga Musketeer, and Samurai attack cards. Oni War. So a lot of H2 stuff. You may have also H3. You've got the dojos. You also got the Warden States to improve Samurai and your Daimo's hit points and damage. Oh, you can get Silversmith ×2? Like that really means much, honestly. In fact, he has hardly any ×2 cards. Siege Mortar, so he's going for more of a samurai focus. Definitely, he's definitely going for power play stuff. Wait, we also get ×2 sawmills. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit questionable of a deck, honestly. US player, he's not shipping the French immigrants. He has enough wood for the French immigrants, and they're the French. They tend to throw up not the US flag, but a white flag instead. How patriotic of them.
Yes?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Orders?
Jaeger Greaves. So he did not rename his general to Preston Garvey. We've got the Tory Gates being one field, which gives him a samurai and a military rickshaw. Heavily Kami now being deployed on in. Is this gonna be yin and yang? Yes, it is. I saw one name and I knew the other. US players now has enough resources. Oh, he hadn't. He can research. Not paying close enough attention to his age up, I guess. Yep, really delaying his age up. There we go, he's aging up now. He's aging up with Pennsylvania. And there's the military rickshaw. Right now, the frontiersmen being researched. He's also wanted some Minutemen.
I'm ready.
There's the Minutemen. Maybe I'm to engage some opponent. Blue is not being aggressive at the moment. The military rickshaw, where did it go? It's down here, building the barracks. Camera coming down there to join him. Now he's bringing in the Zadok hardwoods, will improve your wood collection rate by 20%, while the other one does only improve by 15%, but does make your wood trees last longer. Blue been killing off the local doggos and steal their cranberries, so the pups will go hungry for the winter. Minuteman push way forward. One of them. Oh wait, Minutemen go down to 89 health now. Have they been slightly nerfed where they go down to 89 health rather than 101?
What is your command? Yes.
Now we do have the Tamasi Festival being shipped on in.
What is
Some
your
of these village Minutemen are getting sniped. And with a fully upgraded town, maybe that's one. The fully upgraded or armed town center will do 90 damage, and these guys have melee resistance or out of range resistance, so they will get one-shotted by the town center.
I'm ready.
Also building no villagers at the moment. He has a bit of wood stockpiled up as well. Villagers collecting up some more pronghorns. So got the samurai barracks here. Zen diet. He does not have a constable just yet. Or consulate, not constable. We now have some Yumi archers being deployed on in. Next round of Minutemen can deploy out relatively soon.
What is your command?
He has 5 remaining here. He's now bringing Kree kinship. Also bring in the Seminole Scouts. He still does not have villagers queued on up. Captain player has 1 less villager than his opponent as well. Okay, bring another shipment there. Second amendment is being utilized. Now let's bring in the Oni War, which improves all infantry's building attack by 33%. Samurai already have decent siege damage, though they'll have even higher siege damage. Right now they're at 67. Now put them up to what, 80 something? Seminole Scouts, which I believe are a... don't know what stats they are. It says they can go in stealth, so at least they have that ability. Also bringing some Kree villagers now. Very good. And now he's actually have a actual villager queues going. The Kree villagers are the French villager variant. He does camouflage them well. There we go. They have 16 damage, 16 range, ×2 attack speed, and full skirmisher multipliers. So they're basically a crossbow in the fire. It's actually just a ×2 fast firing skirmisher. Let's simply put it that. The damage is actually higher than a skirmisher at this age as well, especially thanks to the ×2 attack speed. So yeah, and plus they have camouflage. It seems like a pretty good unit at this age. And you can bring 2 shipments of them for like 500 wood, was it? You can snipe both these explorers, Japanese monks. Trying to find some villagers. Right now they're in the tactical, or the cover formation, or a staggered formation. I forget what that formation is called. They do have skirmisher multipliers, so they will be excellent for the Ashtar Musketeers. The does smoke bomb there, does go down, however. Does get the 89 damage with the Oni War. So there's just a lot of stuff here. He is going to get some good work done. They're just severely outnumbered. Bring the shipment of regulars now. In comparison to Yumi Archers have higher damage, higher range, but of course half the attack speed. Oh, these guys can get more attack speed with promotions, I'm assuming. You know, I'm not sure what affects their attack speed, but they can get faster attack speed. And his Minutemen was still up here, so he could have brought those guys in the fight as well. We got now a ×1 silversmith. More of the Kree villagers been pulling a few. He can get some more regular villagers. He has a decent amount of wood stockpiled up. Just needs a bit more experience, and he can bring another round of the bowmen. Always have shrines out here, but there's no fauna for them to collect. They should have been around here. Here, or of course here. Bring in the Azakura, since 4 shrine rickshaws improve shrines gathering rate and enable them to slowly repair themselves. Improve their collection rate by 5%, so it's not too significant, honestly. There's the Minutemen.
Kikwe.
We also got some Kree trackers. They have still crossbow range, pretty low damage. Oh, that's what they're specialized in. That really high health. They have more than twice a standard skirmisher health. I think a skirmisher health is like 110, 120. Yep, so they are very, very healthy skirmisher.
Yes?
Got a large round samurai. He has a massive number of samurai, which means that's a lot of siege damage. If he ages on up, maybe maybe a good idea to go for that mortar attack up card. Yes, this team Onsu mortar. Now it's going for samurai attack. They are heavy infantry, and does have decent amount of light infantry on the field. The Kree trackers. They're not really high damage ones, but they can brawl. Steel traps. Now he's going for more of the Kree trackers. He also has quite a bit of gold there, or coin. He needs to transition to some more food to get his age up going. The Japanese player almost had enough resources to age on up. Has enough coin now, just need a little more food. Still no consulate deployment on the field. He has a bit of export he can use to import. Shrines could be under siege. Japanese player has plenty of population space. He can now age on up. Has the shogunate being queued on up. More Yumi archers in the build queue, which will help engage the regulars. Samurai do have one AoE attack, so if they connect, they will rip apart everything. Militiamen don't have a whole lot of health remaining, and he's really stacked up. He's taking a large amount of AoE damage. This is not good for Red. He's getting destroyed by the AoE. But there's simply not enough samurai there to break on through. The Kree tracker's still alive, doing some good damage. Yumi Archer's gonna go on down. Has a monastery here. He's bringing around renegados. Nagos, Renegado, which are light infantry outlaw unit. He has, honestly, now thinking about it, Japan likes to go for their mass shrines, so he has plenty of housing space for the outlaws. They do cost 110 resources. They do consume a staggering 4 population. They have a really high kill bounty. I think their stats are also high for their cost. Yeah, they have 20 damage and a 2 attack speed. 2 is actually pretty high. In terms of melee, they have the same attack speed in melee as the range, so it's good if they enter the melee, or for Red at least. One of the Renegos does go down there. But yeah, 2 attack speed at range with that damage, that's actually pretty good. There's the shrines. Yeah, well, of course, he has still plenty of population space. He's still aging it up. He has a lot of resources. He has enough coin to age up again. Needs more food. On is aging up to Tennessee. He's bringing Lee's Legion, which of course will give him 6 Carving Cavalry, as well as make them immediately available, but that's not really that important. It may be a good idea to... Yeah, honestly, it'd be better to go with the Seminole Scouts than the Lee's Legion. He's already aged on up, and the Seminole Scouts I have a bit more value into. I would more favor towards. Let's get another round of Minutemen, which have 100 health now. So, does the first round of Minutemen go down to 89? Huh. Or, I don't know.
What is your command?
Let's get a round of veteran sharpshooters. In comparison to the Renegos, They have +2 range, or +4 range, -2 damage. 2/3 the or 50% more attack speed, and health is pretty much the same. Another blockhouse is being shipped on in. Tennessee will give them access to the Over Mountain Settlers, which will give 4 settlers and greatly improve your settlers' range combat. Give them what? +12 range damage, from 6 to 18. Enable villager. Enables a range attack action. So maybe to get attack move? It also makes your collecting up from trees, mine, natural resources last longer by 25%.
Yes?
Blockhouse wagon spoiled by the Russian American company. Also makes your villagers gather up from hunts for longer. Your display has a decent amount of forces in the field. Blockhouse being established over here.
Orders.
More samurai in the build queue. He's not aged on up, so he spent all of his resources. He does not have any H3 shipments shipped on in just yet. We do, of course, have now the Daimyo Masamune deployed in the field from the Shogunate. You now have the Hill Castle research, which will give his castles a bit extra fighting capability. I don't think that upgrade's worth it. He only has the 1 castle. The Over Mountain Settlers now being shipped on in. He still has quite a bit of coin. Trading post going up by red. Blue Stars now it's going for a second trading post as well. Going for just one Ashigarus is going to get at some more heavy infantry, some more sharpshooters would be a good call. He has a decent number of sharpshooters. He's going for mass sharpshooters, so going for Ashigar musketeers as well as samurai are both not a good idea. He needs to go for Naginata riders.
Usakaga, Asehi.
Got some Cheyenne riders, so he's actually gone for some natives. Cheyenne settlement, that's a Cree settlement. As well as here's a Cheyenne. You get bison. Horse trading allows you to train cavalry faster. And give your Cheyennes to bonus damage versus cavalry. So all the end relations there. He's gone for the bank and the arsenal wagon and the church wagon. From who is it? The Dutch. Japanese explorers are going down, pushing out the blockhouse. Red's army, I think, is a little bit better at the moment. He has a lot more counter units. Oh, the Cree villagers have 28 damage and 18 range. How? These villagers, like I said, has 18 damage as expected. He also has 18 range of them, so the increased range is actually quite significant. Now we got the second minute utilizing, hitting samurai, just as God intended. Got some Renagos, and of course this samurai push way forward. They should get ripped apart. They will connect. They will rip apart the carbon cavalry. Nagos will get some good range damage though. But no count things from the counter. You know, Archer and Explorer back there. We've also got a irregular still in the field. When he gets gunned down. Ashigar Musketeers engage some of the sharpshooters. Yep, blue has just built an army that gets countered by red pretty badly. He's running back on off. He needs some heavy cavalry. He needs some Naginata riders. I don't know if the Hellcats can deploy out anything that's adequate in this situation. US player has one shipment available. He can bring a lot of stuff to help out with that. Some of these villagers getting gunned down there. There's the bank wagon, and there's the church wagon. Villagers getting gunned down. He needs to get inside the town center. Yeah, hill castles everywhere, so he has a decent number of hill castles. He's trying to bring in the post-combat, which is... He should not be going for musketeers. He's also going for this, which is also something he should not be going for. Sentinels or sentries have been put on the field. Now I'm starting to realize the Open Mountain Settlers, along with the Kree villagers, really stacks up the damage. I mean, 20 damage, 18 range on a 300 health platform. That's a pretty good combination. So you can get 10 combat villagers. That's sort of interesting. I just like that. And you don't get the attack move with them, which is still a bit of a problem. I really wish like the warrior societies, like for the Native Americans, such as the Aztecs, will give them attack move, because warrior societies give your villagers like plus 20, 23 damage. It's an age 4 shipment rather than age 3 shipment. Nice thing with the Aztec version as well, you also get like the rebellion, which makes sure as your villagers dies, they get replaced with war cut units. Those villagers should get gunned on down. The US player only has 18 villagers. He's not been building a whole... No, wait. He had a lot of villagers. He lost a lot of villagers in the fight. The long game goes on. Maybe Blue do better, but he's losing a decent number of villagers himself. But he should still have a superior number of villagers. Going for more of the Renanagos. Here comes the Musketeers. He has a nice reinforced wave. Red's army is now being killed on off. And Red is actually... Oh, I thought Red was going to win with that push, but that may not be the case. He has 18 villagers, which is rapidly decreasing. He has some food to work with. He has almost all of his villagers idle. He has some fauna here he can claim up. He has a trading post here, so he has 2 queues of the Kree villagers. He can get 10 on the field. And looks like Red has successfully defended there. Those Kree villagers are quite good. Flaming arrows, a big wave of them. And these flaming arrows should clean up everything else. Flaming arrows has 75% range resist. And does go some clubmen. They're going clubbing.
I'm ready.
It goes in melee mode, but honestly, it's getting... It will bypass the resistances, but still just probably easier to shoot them. So Blue has held on. He has Daimyo still alive as well. Red is not redeploying out villagers. He's going for a shinobi and another samurai. And the Japanese player has massive reserve of resources. He can go for a big wave of enemy archers. Men clubbing away. We got now the Seminoles. They do not have their veteran research, or the elite research, I should say. Flame arrows would do just fine against them, and against the trees. Red's village is being pushed forward, helping to support him. These guys do full damage versus villagers, though one does get gunned down. The other two are actually pretty wounded as well. It does clean up that one, but he does get all those flaming arrows. Now we've got a samurai hacking apart the villagers. Their range damage is better than melee damage. Actually, no, technically their melee damage is technically higher DPS, but samurai has, good, of course, good melee resist. And Clubman's helping them out. Oh, we got a French villager there. Frenchie goes down. Japanese player can now age on up. There's a lot of things you could potentially do with an age on up. He has some units being produced. He has 29 villagers. US player has 12. Oh, that push backfired. He did not win. Now he's about ready to lose.
Thank you for paying my ransom.
He needs to get some of these other villagers going. They cost food as well. He needs as many villagers on the field as possible. I don't think the cover wagon would be good. I think you should focus on these villagers as well as building regular villagers. That would be 2 queues going. You can go for that a little bit later. He does need more villagers. I don't know what he should go for. He was in such a great position. He was probably going to win, but then
Yes.
I realized he lost all those villagers, and now he's likely going to lose. Another hill castle being pulled on the field. One villager does get sniped there. The Japanese composition still has not been good either. He's been pulling a heavy infantry for all these sharpshooters. Though it does close on in right here. He is ripping them apart. They spent too long shooting villagers, so then they get all ripped apart there. He could... Hey, I didn't take too much damage there, so no need to kill priests from the church. Warring states give your samurai, daimyo, and shoguns increased hit points and damage by 50%. And the age up is the Toshigoro Shrine. Ishikaru? It provides, in this case, 800 export and give... Oh, it's a ×2 shrine. Which is no fun of their collect. Yeah, he probably could have gone for another landmark, because right now there's no animals to collect from it. Maybe he should have deployed it down here. Be dangerous though, perhaps not a good idea. And looks like red does back the game. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, that's sensitive. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Age of Empires 4-3 replays. On the bottom left side as the yellow Ottoman, we have Prieto. Spawn as the blue Dutch, we have Kelly 360. Spawn on top right side as the magenta Hasua, we got 3D Jacob. And spawn as the red Italians, we have McCleaves, who's queued up a whole bunch of stuff. He's going for market. Looks like being built at a standard pace, though he may need to take time to collect the wood here before he can build at a rapid pace. Market into house into Lombard. Here's usually how my build order usually goes to the the Italians. I actually go, of course, market, force build, rapid build it with the wood. Then rapidly build the house, go for a third, or then the Lombard, then another house, then more Lombards. No deck. Oh, we got a deck here. The GG deck by the Ottoman. And it is, looks like villagers. We got the Infinite Fanor Allies. I see no team cards. This is going to be a Grenadier deck. Oh, no, we got a team card here. 4 Sipahi, Team Temerats. So both players will get 4 Sipahi. So that's 8 Sipahi for a lot of food. A lot of cards here. So we got a lot of military cards. No church card though, or mosque card. No deck, no deck, no deck. Looks like magenta's up here. You cut off a man, and he will give this guy Royal Huntsman to his teammate. And then a Royal Huntsman, that can be something you can claim. The Royal Huntsman is, of course, a villager variant that can only collect up food.
There's
And
my steed.
yeah, collects up food at a standard rate. Which is not bad, honestly, at this point. Oh, we got the beast here. He just needs some head pats. That's what's his problem going on. Coyote does go down. I've got a shipment here. Fast Fortress. Does include cows. So you may age up with the one that also gives him 2 cows, and also think you get a... he may eye for a livestock pen one form or another. It may age up with the one that gives you 2 free cows. Get that which one that was. There's a 4 Lombards. We're hunting doggos now. We got now... Let's see, we also got the Nation Arsenal, which will give you just one early arsenal wagon. Docks and military buildings work faster when they are nearby a arsenal. I don't know the exact percentage. You now the governor being researched. Over here we got the governor or quartermaster. Hasua going for the Hasua. And his deck. Oh, we got a team card here. Villagers gather from fields, estates, and rice paddies faster. Basic economic card. Something for later on. You guys got Team Singalis for riflemen. And versus Aztec C. So he's perfectly adequate to fight Aztecs. Got the early bank. This is going to be Fast Fortress. Osnak Mercenaries, Tulip Speculation Factories, Heavy Cannon. Bring a shipment of wood, so maybe I'm for a bit of a bank boom. I'm curious what card he will go for first. Will we see the cows? Oh, we don't see the one Lombard shipment. So he does need to queue up another Lombard. Oh yeah, it's something I tend to go for as well, is immediately upon aging up, I try to get out the Basilica. University now being built. Oh yep, the governor gives you the outpost wagon and 2 coin, which tends to combo quite well with the gold there. So I'll give you up to 900 coins shipped on in, and you can just rely on capitalism and deploy out architects and the finish for the rest of that coin. And you can just simply collect up food for the rest of it. He has deposited a bit of food there as well, very nice. Give you a bit of wood and gold and a pretty good conversion rate. Converting food into the other 2 resources is the best of the 3 conversion rates. Versus villager collection rate to what you receive. Right now, when I play Italians, I have a macro set up so I can just hit a button and routinely throw food into a Lombard, so I can just simply only collect food. Remember as well, blueberry bushes collect up faster than regular berry bushes. University here, and another castle, as well as a trading post. You have a shipment available for the Italians. He's bringing the Basilica. Oh, looks like the bears, unbearable bears, engage each other. There's a villager up there he can obtain. Got a Fast Fortress for the Ottoman player going for the scout. There's a shipment of raiders. Villagers getting to the town center. He is aging up, so I want to slow down his economy a little bit. Finds a single villager there. Does not find a single village there. One of the raiders do go down. And we've got some pikemen deployed by blue. Got delis trying to engage the raiders. Raiders are cheap cavalry, more or less a lancer. Don't know if it's actually classified as a lancer. We got good number of raiders here. Raiders actually have decent siege damage for their cost and their population cost. Pikemen now trying to engage. Bunch of angry men with pointy sticks. Is always effective versus angry horses. We're not going to talk about that research. He does not have Freemason. He also has a number of native shipments. Got the Habsburg allies with some mounted riflemen. Get those funny looking cavalry units. Got the Bosniaks and plus Stratits. Stratits are a Lancer variant. Bosniaks also another Lancer variant. And there's the Torps being shipped on in from the House of Vaza. Pikemen, however, have excellent torch damage. He's going to lose all the Torps to the torch. Oh, he's not. And we now got a massive number of Ottoman falconets. The Italian players bring in some of his own falconets. Nope, he canceled it. Goes for the Habsburg allies, which are heavy range cavalry, which should be very useful against pikemen. But their actually range and melee damage is actually not super high. They have high infantry multipliers, but not. Their base seems pretty low, so we have been trouble versus the falconets, honestly. So they will resist its fire. They won't counter each other. They actually are more or less weak against each other, if that makes any sort of sense. Oh, we got some levied bowmen. We got probably a little bit too many pikemen for the Dutch. He needs to get more coin to age on up. In fact, he has pretty much no coin income. He must not have any sort of... he has one bank in the field. 1 of 5, so that's his only bank. University now under fire. Got a number of course, there's the mounted infantry. See, the hand and range damage is not high. They most rely on the damage multiplier. Oh, they took a pretty good volley there from the falconets. See, the classified is native warrior, range cavalry, hand cavalry, heavy cavalry, gunpowder cavalry, cavalry, land military, and heavy ranged cavalry. And university is just a cut-sized building, which is vulnerable to cannon. Falconets push my forward. Good damage there. One of Red's falconets do go down, and both of them goes down. Yeah, at that point, it does got 2 of these falconets here. Still got a levied bowman with him down, whittled down to 1 health. He has twice attack speed. Here comes Machetes Villagers trying to overrun the cannon. Here comes the age up. Got the elite Knobles. And got some, Javelin Riders. More Mount or Dragoons pulling the field. It does not have the Carbiner capability, but the church research improved the attack speed of these light, or these ranged cavalry units. And here's the thing about villagers as well. They will beat pikemen in melee. They have 8 damage. 120 health and 10% melee resist. Villagers have 150 health, 20% melee resistance, and 10 damage. Yes, villagers are better pikemen in melee. I find that really stupid. I just sort of find it stupid how weak pikemen are. They're a good counter unit, they're a good support unit. But it just feels weird that they... Oh, and that replay was not good. It just feels weird that their attack is pretty low. Well, before I get started with that, I'm going to delete that one replays or video, so make sure I don't upload it. Oh, that's way too sensitive. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Incans, we have Nicias. Spawn top right side as the red Ottomans, we have Achille. Will his heel be shown? We'll find out soon enough. Not player selected a deck just yet. There are 2 trading posts on the map, or trading posts. And we also have the House of Oldenburg, so you can get out some villager variants nice and safely. And yep, both a House of Oldenburg. And you can also get your defensive buildings provide a bit of a trickle coin. Don't think they really pays for themselves all too much. That's what I'm hearing. Up here, we've got the Witch Hunter going on down. He'll steal his lucky coin. How lucky. Let's see. Light infantry gets bonus damage versus light infantry. 10%. Ah, great. Counter skirmishers also get that same bonus damage. While Huntsman gets even higher amount. We have an early Ottoman dock on the field. Okay. Going for some fishing boats. So he's going to try for some eco play. The Mies are being migrated towards the town center as well. Shipping in some villagers. We got the naval deck. Also does include some city defenses. Get some conscription. Fish. Economic theory. Does have access to the galleys, which is a great place to put your slaves. Apparently being sent to the galleys is one of the worst ways you can live your life as a slave. A lot of naval cards here. Maybe a little bit too much. He also has access to different Mamelukes, Janissaries. He has the Quickler for grenade troops and artillery, cavalry hit points, and the Sabeki for more obelisk gun and grenade troop. We're going to rely more on the Siege Workshop items. He does also have the Engineering School. Lincoln player has selected a water deck as well. Does of course bring his villagers. Let's see, American allies. Give him some allies. Let's see, water ceremony. Your villagers learn the new water ceremony, which boosts the boats in combat. And there goes the explorer. War chief has plenty of health. You can always put the warhood traps along the shoreline, provide a good defensive capability. Salt ponds. Villagers and fishing boats. Chinkarafs gather faster from animals. Fishing and hunting is better. Melee infantry combat. Machu Pikachu road building and the terrace farming. The Elder's now being shipped on in. Witch Hunter has been converted. And get some engineering plans. Marking upon the field, he's starting to age up with the Quartermaster versus the Elder. Autumn player has a decent number of fishing boats. And now it's bringing the schooners, making fishing boats even cheaper. Reduces their wood cost by 20, so it goes from what, 70 to 50? And there's also 3 whale deposits on both sides, so maybe 12 fishing boats would be maximum number, but still plenty of fish out to sea still. So 20 is probably a good number to deploy out at sea. And his villagers or fishing boats are mini tasks. They're tasks a coin. The Autumn player has no food income. He is going straight for wood. And he's not going for any food. Blue does spot this now. Blue may bring in the Chinka rafts. Bring a shipment of wood. Has another shipment available. That shipment has been consumed, whatever it was. Must have been like the gold from aging up, I guess. I'm not sure what it was. You have some howls in the field as well as a barracks. He is bringing another shipment of villagers. Another shipment available, and he's going for the galleys. Hopefully he redeploys his booby over here, because it's probably better to engage these now 2 docks. He also does deploy an outpost there that must have from his age up, giving him great defensive position there. And plus, if you look here closely, you got all 3 whale deposits on this side of the map, so he doesn't have to go too far forward in order to get permanent collection on all of his fishing boats.
Emrin?
Villager engaged in the shock infantry. His head does get bashed on in by the lady. Does reestablish the buoy over here. Well, we see a dock over here. There's the sea lions. Or, yep, sea lion, the galley, and sea lion, the galley.
Emrin?
War hut being auto-constructed? Nope, being manually constructed. Broadside there. Does get inside the dock. Buying minimal damage. Cancels that. Trying to go for no war hut back here. It does snipe that man. It could steal his porcelain. Both docks are currently firing away. Caravels are slowly winning the fight. They're not taking too substantial damage anymore. War Chief gets cleaned up by the outpost. A very good number of fishing boats here. And there's Chinka rafts. They have 25 times 3 damage at times 2 attack speed. These guys have 100 times 2 with a little bit of AoE. They have a little less than 600 health versus 600 health. And does great micro there, saves his Chinka raft. Just keep that near his dock. Actually, he's getting under fire there, so he won't be able to heal him up. No, the Explorer does go down. We have Doc here. He is building an outpost. Pulling out some fishing boats. There are no... Actually, no, there is a whale in the region, so he can pull out a handful of fishing boats. Janissary is not trying to retaliate. And the outpost will be intercepted. He needs a warship of some sort, or just garrison the fishing boat named Fishing Boat. Chinka Brewing, as well as more fishing boats being on the field. Right now, that's 30 villagers versus 42. There's a lot of fishing boats up north. 21, I think that's an adequate number. I don't think you should build any more up here. Because he will of course have at least 12, guaranteed 12 fishing locations with the whales. Just that the rest of the fish are a little bit more exposed. He does get the outpost built, it's going for a second outpost. Got a good number of Chinka rafts deployed on out here. Going for another fishing boat now. And all the Chinka rafts are now fully healed. See, costs 200, 150, so 350. Not sure how much a galley costs. You could go perhaps a bit heavier. Got some Janissaries deployed in the field that can help him clean up some of these stuff over here along the shoreline. He's one out galley now, which does cost 400. His Shock Scout can easily be killed on off. double dock here. Galleys being deployed on the field. We do now have the improved warship research. Maybe a little bit overkill. Maybe better start. It will help him definitely win out the sea battles, that's for sure. Let's see, 10 movement speed, 60 range resist, 8 movement speed, so these guys are slower. I really don't know much about naval combat, honestly. Usually, it's probably just more ships, the better. But of course, their formation moves are really not good. And right now, he took a lot of free damage there in the Order Galley. Order Galley. The Galley. Sea Hunter, Sea Falcon, and Sea Ornament. Ornament? Why Sea Ornament? You now have another 2 town centers. Maybe actually establishing a town center over here, which will provide decent anti-ship attack as well. This is the one whale deposit that's close to blue, so pulling the town center here may be best. Does have the war hut somewhat nearby, going to Jungle Bowman. You finally put the other town center next to this gold deposit, coin deposit here to ensure that it doesn't get harassed by ships. Just a thought though. Jungle Bowman, of course, being very useful against the Janissaries. Jungle Bowman do have almost skirmisher multipliers. They also have 1 less damage than a crossbowman, but higher multipliers, so they're very good against heavy infantry. Plus, they also have a bit of poison damage, which I can never really gauge how effective it's going to be. Oh, the Incan player has aged up as well. Of course, ×2 talent center card. He has all of these fishing boats migrating our way. He has 23. Hopefully he's putting more fishing boats over here. No, he's not. He should not be building any more fishing boats this side. There's just simply not enough fish for them. And now if this town center being built, just I thought, yeah, he's putting town center exactly where I think he should have got. So, let's see. Yeah, are those blue guys? Yeah, that's a good spot for the town center. Order galleys push way forward. Gain some damage to the town center, massive damage onto it. Chinkaraf's now retaliating. And the town center does go down. He does have improved reach warships, which means these guys have plus 25% damage and health. Look at them, and he has concentration. They're at 1,000 health at the moment. These guys go hard counter. He does lose one of them, but they've done some great work there. Blue will lose these docks. Red may lose his fishing boats over here as well. Of course, the town center has a cannon. Does 75 damage per shot. He can lose some of the fishing boats. He just can't lose more. Can't go below 12, I would say. Spot he being deployed in, as well as some veteran Janissaries. The dock goes down. All fishing boats have been destroyed. These galleys just may want to fall back, get healed on up, and now it'll be safe to pull out more fishing boats in this region. Janissaries is now engaging the war hut. They should be cleaned on up. Gaganumba Plume Spearmen. They have 16 damage. Janissaries at 18, so they are better in melee. They have 20% melee resist. And yeah, 20% melee resist. So yeah, Janissaries will beat Plume Spearmen in melee combat. But Jungle Bowmen, of course, are the counter. Looks like the Ottoman player pulling out some of his guns. We got some Spahi coming from a pretty large flank. They are going to be engaged in the Plume Spearman. They do have good AoE to attack, so they were more or less a soft counter to the Plume Spearman, but they take a lot of damage in return. Now they're completely surrounded. They're going to take some big hits there. Almost all of his Janissaries are now down. Going to lose Spahi. He loses all of Spahi. Those Plume Spearmen did their work. And yeah, that was quite a bit of loss there, Spahi. He should have microed, let the Spahi start a step away, get some good damage on the Plume Spearman to whittle them down, then send Spahi in to engage the Jungle Bowman. More fishing boats going down. Now got some Chinka rafts to pull them in. And there's no more docks here, so Red will lose the sea entirely up north. Almost all the fish have been claimed, so Blue could eye for 12 fishing boats, probably no more than that. And clean up the rest of the fish, and then eat the whales. Look at this ground force moving over the gauge. His Plume Spearman quite wounded. Does he have the healing dance? If he does, he should go for it. Going for river raids. I guess it's the warship upgrade. Ottoman players now going for a secondary trade post now. With a shore bombardment and the outpost there, he should be safe enough. Though it'd be a good idea to get more fishing boats inside. He's going through the Grand Vizier, which I believe will give him a handful of Spahi. He has one ship available. Great bombards would be very great. We'll go over ×2 town centers. He has 28 villagers versus 44. We got now the hurl across. Spearman push away forward. And this is the structure the town center he is aging up with. Okay, he's torching down the house first. Give Red a bit more breathing room. He might want to bring the militia. City defense is probably not a good idea. He won't be able to garrison up the town center. He's torching down the housing, which is actually good for the Autumn player. 3 Janissaries is not enough. The age up does give Spahi. He needs to make sure he rallies it onto the Jungle Bowman. He's bypassing the town center. He's quite a bit of food stored on up. Is he eyeing for the 6 Spahi? More of the Plume Spearman. Okay, the age up complete, and it was Spahi. He's engaging these Grenadiers, which are the siege units for the Incans. The country does go down. He is going for ×2 covered wagons first, which is nice for the villager production. And then to queues up the Spahi. He's not going for the factory just yet. 10 or was it 10 or 9 Spahi can be very good. It would be 9. There's a number of these elite Bolas warriors, which are the anti-heavy cav unit. Oh, he rips apart, smashed down those villagers as well. Takes out all those units there, very nice. 53 villagers, quite significant. He's building these fishing boats. Alright, these are the villagers up there, which could be raided by the rafts. And now got the melee infantry combat. He also has access to the scientific expedition for the balloon. Frontier outpost being researched. It's probably moving around trying to find more villagers. Red's going to lose his housing here. Death Pop kept the moment. There's a Spahi. I go for another pair of town centers here from the wagons. He's going to find a good number of villagers there. There's the Plume Spearman. Got these guys patrol over here. There's some more Plume Spearmen. There's a good number of villagers there. Of course, he may not spot it. He spotted those too. Oh, he did not. Got some plume spear in there. I'm not sure what the villagers may have went. They may have just died. Got 55. We got now the moss going on up. Bahi, they may just need to keep on running. Getting an E-Mom or two to heal them up wouldn't be half bad. We got some of the what's called Chimi runners. They will get ripped apart. And now the order, or not order galleys, the regular galleys, try and get some short bombardment, just simply out of range. Got a very delicious number of villagers there. Blue's now migrating down south. He does have 2 rounds of militia to bring on in. And remember, the Ottoman militia does do bonus damage versus heavy infantry. He also can bring in some shore bombardment. Another house here. You can load up the Sipahi maybe onto the galleys to save them. He needs to bring the militia. He's bringing the sea defenses, so conscription could be a possibility. Need some force damage there, as well as the anti-struck ship attack. This galley is already going down. He does avoid any more additional arrows. There's his 9 Sipahi. I still think he's going for a pair of Imams. Very good. He has a decent amount of wood and gold. I think foul penance wouldn't be half bad. We should be able to get some good short bombard in there. The galleys need a rope decent back on in. Don't really have to worry about counterfire all too much. They do have a number of pearl costs, which does not do bonus damage for the ships. I would. He did not bring any militia or conscription. There's the conscription. And they do plus 50% damage versus heavy infantry. Does get some anti-ship fire. He may lose this one. One more arrow should take it out. Nope, one more arrow should take it out. And there we go, that one's down. We hear a bit of sound bugs being developed. It's probably engaging these plume spearmen. There's a good number of plume spearmen here. Here comes the elite Hurlocos. They have siege damage, but like I said, they have no real benefit against ships. Siege damage is probably the best thing about that. Them. The Sipahi almost dead. He did not appear to save in his Imams. Oh, and now got some rafts here. The rafts are now up to 800 health. The galleys overall still appears to be better. One player's at 32 villagers, 77 more plume spearmen. These villagers still is nice to save. They are so vulnerable to shore bombardment. But only has the one Chinka raft here at the moment. And goes desynced as well. But yeah, it looked like the Ottoman player was overall losing that fight. Before I get started, I do need to restart the game due to the sound bug developing. And I also do need to use the restroom again. Once it starts loading back up, I will need a moment.